It's been a while again. In May 2017, I graduated with a degree in graphic design. And at the beginning of 2018, I flew to South Korea to teach English for what I thought would only be 1 year. But this is how it turned out to be. Okay, let's start from the beginning. On February 4th, I left Philadelphia. I headed to the airport at 3:19 a.m. And looking back, I realized I made a grave mistake of booking each leg of the flight separately. Even though it was cheaper, I would not recommend you to ever do that. But I made it through. So from Philadelphia, I had a short layover in LAX, and then on February 6th, I arrived at Incheon Airport. I had to sleep over at the airport, then take the train from Incheon to Gimpo to get to Gimpo Airport, and then from there, I was able to get to Daegu! Finally! I was in Daegu for 3 weeks because that was how long national orientation was. In between lectures and tours, we would eat really good food from the cafeteria and just try new things. Even for one night, we got a free night to just go downtown and explore. By the end of the 3 weeks, we did 2 practicums, and we also had a talent show just to celebrate the end of orientation. And at the very, very, very end, all of us loaded up onto a bus headed to our specific province. So for me, I was headed to Gangwon-do. The province I was placed in was called Gangwon. That's actually where the 2018 Winter Olympics took place. Gangwon is east of Seoul, and in Gangwon, my city was Gangneung. Gangneung is on the east coast, and so we had beaches and mountains, and it was just amazing. It was so amazing. This is my apartment. The state of this apartment in which I found it was actually how it was left for me by the previous tenant. You could see I had a lot of cleaning to do.
It's close to university. Everyone likes to come here and drink, so it can get quite loud at night. But right now, the university's on break, so there's not much people, but there are some students still around here and others who want to drink. So last night, it was kind of rowdy, but it's okay. So this is just the main street right by my apartment, and then I can take a bus ride for 10 minutes, and that will take me to downtown, and that has everything I need and more. It's like an art box down there, a Daiso, and a Uniqlo. So if I need clothes, I can just go there. So right now I'm gonna walk to my apartment. Today we just had our meeting, or like a little get-together with all the other TaLK scholars in the area, and that was really fun. So we went out for lunch by the beach, and then we went to a cafe, and we hung out for a bit, we played games, and when we split up, I just decided to go to the supermarket and to Daiso, which is like the dollar store, and buy some things that I need for the house, like cleaning supplies, a rack for the dishes because I don't have a dish rack yet. The girl who lived there before me, she just used a basket. So just getting things that I will need. Shower shoes. I live right next to this Gangwon-do, and this is the door to my apartment. It actually is, there's a light that comes on. Ugh. But anyone can enter the door, which is a little scary. And I'm currently cleaning my apartment right now, so it's really, really dirty. Or like, there's a lot of bags by the door. Actually, this is so much cleaner than it was. I've been cleaning like all day. Oops. Look at all this trash. Cleaning supplies, look at how dirty the oven is. The toaster has so much oil on it because this area had so much oil. And this currently still has like baking soda on it because I was trying to get the grease out, and there's like a centimeter worth of grease, like maybe even more. And this is my bathroom. Nothing fancy. And this is the room. Everything's just on the floor right now because I don't have any furniture. So, and then a full-size fridge. Put this down. Yep. So the bed, which was here, there's no bed sheet, but an Epic teacher let me have like her bed sheet or her blanket. So I'm just putting that temporarily on top of the bed so I can at least sleep on it. That's not the actual pillow that I want to use for my head, but it's good for now. I'm just waiting until the settlement allowance comes in for me to buy like the pillow and the bed sheets. This is the little patio. Let me turn on the light so you can see. So this is where the boiler is. This is where you're gonna dry, or where I'm gonna dry my clothes in the washing machine. And the window outside just faces a wall, so there isn't much light. So I'm hoping to get a mirror over here later that can reflect the light back, and some shelving so that I can put the microwave on the shelf and have some places where I can put like dry foods, and space I can put this mess in. And I want to get a new bed, or like a smaller bed at least, and maybe one with like storage at the bottom, but we'll have to see how much that will cost and if my school will allow me to get rid of this bed. So we'll have to see. Okay, that's it for now. Ooh, you should have seen how dirty this place was. The wall, you wouldn't have been able to see the white. It was caked in so much oil. It was yellow and it was thick. And I spent all day yesterday cleaning it, and now it's just so clean. But it's not as clean as I want it to be yet. So I'm gonna have to continue working on it. Okay, bye.
Slowly but surely, my apartment was coming together. Furniture was arriving. I was able to clean up things and put things away. And eventually I made it really homey, and I'm really proud of that. I tried many times to make it even more homier by having a lot of plants. This was my first plant that I ever bought for this apartment. It's a little Bengal rubber tree, which I unintentionally killed. I just don't have a green thumb, and so this was the first of many plants that I was not able to take care of. So rest in peace, baby Bengal. I still remember you. I had a few days to get settled in my apartment. I don't officially start until March 2nd, which is when the school year begins. I'm asked to come to school that day and just meet the students that I'll be teaching, the whole 70-something of them. Introduce myself to them, maybe a lesson, but it'll most likely just be like me introducing myself, going over class rules, things like that. So no actual lesson planning that I need to do yet. And I'm excited and I'm nervous at the same time because I want to do really well and I want them to like me. Bum, bum, bum. If you're curious about how teaching went or how the rest of my time in Korea went, stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching. See you later.